So I just kind of thought, well, I don't want to live like this.
Today, we're going to explore a startling discovery that is causing a stir worldwide. Following years of supporting Ellen DeGeneres through thick and thin, Portia de Rossi has finally spoken out over their well-publicized split. And we assure you that the reality is quite different from our expectations. For many years, fans and the LGBTQ+ community viewed Ellen and Portia as the ideal pair. But what took place in private? Were there indications we were overlooking? Keep an eye out, because the true reason for their breakup is going to be exposed, and it's far more tragic and difficult than anyone anticipated. The romance between Ellen and Portia started off like a dream. They met at a social gathering in 2000, and they clicked right away. In comedy and chat programs, Ellen was already well known, and Portia had established herself as an actor. Because they both supported LGBTQ+ rights and led what seemed to be a picture-perfect existence, they were viewed as a power couple for years. The two have publicly discussed their love for one another and their journey together with fans over the years, sharing many touching moments. They demonstrated that love could indeed overcome all obstacles, and for many members of the LGBTQ+ community, they represented resiliency and optimism. However, more was happening behind the scenes than anyone could have imagined, as we now know. Although Portia disclosed that the couple's issues started years ago, she kept the information private in order to preserve Ellen's reputation. According to people close to Portia, she frequently felt ignored and undervalued as Ellen's work took up more of her time. As her talk show gained enormous success, Ellen's attention turned more and more to her career, leaving little time for her personal life. According to an insider, Portia believed that Ellen's profession always took precedence over hers. Despite their deep connection, she couldn't deny that her needs were being neglected. Portia eventually suffered from this neglect, feeling alone and dissatisfied in her marriage. However, there was more than just a disparity in careers. The pressures that came with Ellen's celebrity increased along with it. The woman, who was well known for promoting optimism on her show, came under growing criticism off-screen. According to insiders, the relationship started to show signs of strain as Ellen became increasingly demanding. Although it was challenging to verify these accusations, it was evident that the demands of upholding her public persona had a detrimental effect on her private life. In 2020, viewers were taken aback by claims of a poisonous workplace on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Although Ellen expressed regret in public, the harm had already been done, and it marked a sea change in Portia's life. When Portia witnessed Ellen's battles with her reputation, she became aware of how much of her life had been devoted to upholding Ellen's reputation, sometimes at the expense of her own happiness. Portia's confession is about more than just her dissatisfaction with Ellen. It's also about finding herself again after years of being in the spotlight. Portia's friends claim that she has been battling feelings of inadequacy for years, finding it difficult to distinguish her identity from Ellen's. Portia's acting career was successful, but she sometimes felt overshadowed, since audiences mostly saw her as Ellen's wife rather than as a standalone celebrity. According to sources, Portia hit a breaking point and realized she had to take charge of her life in order to achieve happiness for herself. In the relationship, she had lost herself, a close friend revealed. It's time for Portia to focus on herself after spending so much time keeping Ellen happy. This new chapter represents a significant turning point in Portia's quest for independence and self-awareness. Now that Portia has emerged from Ellen's shadow, what does her life look like? Social media was used by followers to express their opinions as word of Portia's confession spread. Many offered their support, acknowledging the difficulties she must have had in escaping Ellen's shadow. Being with someone whose work is bigger than life is difficult, one admirer commented. Portia has a right to happiness as well. But for others, witnessing a cherished marriage part ways breaks their hearts. Ellen and Portia gave us so much hope, another admirer said. This is a tragic way to conclude their narrative. One thing is clear, despite the conflicting responses, many people have found resonance in Portia's choice to come up, and her admirers are excited to see what she will do next. According to several sources, Ellen's unwavering commitment to her work played a significant role in their marriage's dissolution. As her notoriety increased, Ellen's life shifted from fostering her relationship to maintaining appearances. This dynamic was unsustainable, according to Portia's friends, especially for someone as grounded and reflective as Portia. According to a close source, Ellen has always prioritized her job, and although Portia helped her, she also wanted someone to put their relationship first. Ellen and Portia appear to be just another marriage who have been split up by the demands of Hollywood. The question that fans have is, was there anything Ellen could have done to better manage her marriage and career? If not for the negative effects of celebrity, may things have gone differently? Those close to Ellen believe she is extremely touched by Portia's admission, despite the fact that she hasn't made any public comments. Ellen allegedly became shocked upon learning that Portia felt abandoned and unhappy, since she had been her staunchest supporter for years. According to a friend, Ellen is also heartbroken. Despite her imperfections, she always thought Portia would be there for her. Fans are now anticipating if Ellen will discuss the split or leave Portia's tale alone. Ellen will either speak out and tell her side of the story or keep quiet. People close to Portia believe that as she goes forward, she is concentrating on finding contentment and serenity outside of Ellen's environment. It has been stated that she has resorted to her friends and family, seeking support from those who are closest to her. Living on her terms, letting go of the past, and finding who she is are the goals of this new chapter. For many admirers, Portia's narrative serves as an inspiration and a reminder that self-love and personal development are crucial, even in the most well-known partnerships. It is important to consider if Portia de Rossi will be able to rediscover her voice and happiness outside of Ellen's shadow, as she embarks on this new chapter in her life. What can we learn from this tale about the demands of self-identity, love, and celebrity? Although Portia is only starting her self-discovery journey, it is obvious that she is prepared to craft her own tale. What are your thoughts on Portia's courageous admission? Do you think that her decision to break away was the right one? Or is there more to this tale that we are unaware of? Leave a comment below with your opinions, and remember to subscribe for more updates on the most recent Hollywood news that interests you.